I am back in the greenhouse. I wanted to go over the medicinal and edible flowers we're starting for the garden this year. At the end of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and list all the flowers I'm starting for fun. So you can stick around for that if you want. You don't have to, obviously, but if you want to know, it'll be there. The first thing that I'm going to be planting, and I plant this one pretty much every year. We had a little mishap last year with the calendula, but that's okay. So as you can see, I have several different packs. They do come in a lot of varieties. I do have some of the colorful varieties, but I mainly plant your basic yellow calendula because it is the most popular medicinal version of that flower. They are good for reducing inflammation. I have my notes as usual because I always forget once I get on a video. Great for treating skin irritations and made into salves. So last year, what I did with the dried petals is when I made my loofah soaps, I included that in the soaps. That way when you're washing your hand, if your skin's irritated, it was helping out all at the same time. I have a video on the loofah soap. I can link it at the top. So this one's generally known as a safe plant. A lot of people can use these without repercussion. But this is another one that is included in the daisy family. So again, these are just things that I've researched for myself. You have to research for yourself. I'm not a doctor. I'm a gardener, obviously. Another one that we're growing, and this is one of my favorite plants. I haven't grown it here yet. I just dropped some. But I did order some from Grafted Branch Homestead. They offered them last year. I'm not sure if he's going to have them this year. But it is Toothache Plant. I want to grow some here. They are good for anything with your mouth. You can chew on them and it has a numbing effect in your mouth. And it's good for toothaches, or maybe you have a mouth sore, or anything to that effect. Another in the daisy family. So that's important to keep in mind when you are growing any type of flower or herb. Check and make sure that that's not something you are allergic to. I am doing purple cone flowers. Those are commonly known as echinacea. They are good for coughs and colds. And that's basically all the main uses in my research that I've found for them. They may have other popular uses, but that's what I've seen so far. If you have anything else, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I'm still learning on most of this stuff. I've only been doing this type of thing for 2-3 years, and there's a lot of information out there. I'm going to be planting some nasturtiums, and hopefully they will grow before it gets too hot. That's the problem for us with nasturtiums, is you'll get a lot of nice leaves, which you can use, but then it'll get too hot before I get a whole lot of flowers. Now, I like to save the flowers as a dried flower and use them as a garnish. Last year I did chocolate bars for Christmas, and I had a lot of different dried flowers that I put in those. Everybody loved those. They made a beautiful presentation, but you can use them fresh. Salads, they have a very tangy flavor, so they're good for something like that. You can put them in a cupcake. Any way you want to decorate with them, they're going to make a good presentation for you. You can also make a vinegar with the leaves. It makes it like a spicy, tangy vinegar. I didn't make it yet. I have that recipe actually saved to try this year. Again, that's if I can get them to grow long enough before it gets too hot. This is one of my favorites. I actually have some that are still growing. They were volunteers from seeds that fell when we were cleaning out the garden. And they kind of go everywhere. But the blue butterfly pea flower. I grow tons and tons of those. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes on accident. We have several bags of it freeze dry right now. But I'll probably start a couple just in case we do get a freeze that kills the volunteers that are out there. These are good for reducing sugar levels. Supposedly, allegedly. This is all, you know, what it's supposed to do. I guess it depends on your philosophy on natural supplements, medication, stuff like that. And they also are supposed to help with weight loss in a tea, obviously. I'm not drinking enough. Anyhow, the favorite thing that we did with them last year is we made a blue sugar. These are great for food dyes. because they're natural. And I know a lot of people prefer natural dyes in their food. And all we did was we had the fresh flowers with granulated sugar, mortar pesto, smash everything up. And it was gorgeous. Blue sugar. And you can use that for a garnish on any kind of cupcake. You can even put it in your coffee if you want. You can throw it in your tea if you make some tea. It's up to you. That's just what we did with it, you know. And then here's another one. I've been having one volunteer plant coming up, but it's Borage. Borage. We still don't know the correct way to say that one, but I'm gonna grow it. I would like to get several more plants this year. This is another one that last year, as the flowers came out, I went ahead and harvested the flowers and I dried them in between paper towels and book pages. That way I could also use those on the chocolate bars. I think really people really enjoyed those. They were cute. They looked particularly gourmet. I don't know that I would say they were, but everybody that received them liked them. You can eat the leaves. They have a sweet flavor. They have a cucumber flavor to the leaves and a sweet flavor to the flowers. Now, I do have some pricklies, though, on the plant itself. I haven't tried to eat the leaves, so I can't tell you if they are actually prickly or not. But that's it for edible and medicinal flowers. I also have some that cross over into the medicinal herbs, like chamomile and stuff, feverfew. There's a lot of different uses for a lot of different things. But I'm going to go over real quick some of the flowers that I'm going to be planting. You can stay for this part. You don't have to. But if you want to know, I'm going to show you. Now, here's the thing about me and flowers. I know when to plant all my direct sow seeds, my greenhouse. I know how vegetables I'm good with. Flowers, not so much. On the ones that have rules about when to need to be planted. So if you see something that I'm planting at the wrong time, you can gently let me know in the comments that it's the wrong time to plant it. I'll probably still try it, but at least I can make a note on the seed packet that it is the wrong time. So we're doing some dark pink hibiscus, daylilies. I know that's not the correct time to plant a daylily. I probably should have just left them to do their own thing, but I didn't. Polar bear zinnias, blue bonnet. I do think that you're supposed to plant that one in the fall, but I have a couple packs of that, so I'll try it anyway. Red dye amaranth. I have not been successful in growing this. My neighbor actually grows it really successfully. Me, not so much. I'm going to try to grow a money plant. I got these in a swap, and I love the seed pods. I always think the people that send their seed pods in a seed swap are geniuses. I never think about it. I'm going to try to start some canna lilies from seed. We already have a bunch of canna lilies around the yard, but it won't hurt to have more. Candy stripe cosmos. Cosmos and zinnias are two of the easiest flowers to grow. I grow them all over. Erin gets annoyed because they end up volunteering everywhere. I looked this one up. It's Delphinium Fantasia mix. I don't remember what it looks like, but the picture was nice. Some more amaranth. This one I also looked up. I'm not even trying to pronounce it. Yellow and orange cosmos. We have had a lot of those volunteer. Last year our flower bed was just completely them. It was gorgeous. Yellow datura. We have a single purple datura. Those are often also known as devil's trumpets. I realize they are poisonous, but they are beautiful. Don't chew on your plants. You'll be alright. Lupine sunrise. I had one that I saved seeds from about 2 years ago. It's a beautiful plant. I'm going to try to get some more of that. This is rose mallow. It's basically a wild hibiscus. Those grow on the sides of our roads around here a lot. Pride of Barbados. I ordered these seeds. I think they're most commonly known like a candlestick plant. They're gorgeous. Celosia. Again, the genius for the seed swaps. Senorita Zinnia. Candy stripe zinnia. And Peruviana zinnia. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation for that. But you can't go wrong planting these if you're just looking to have flowers around your yard, because you will have a lot of pollinators if you do. And then I have 3 decorative grasses that I want to try that I think will be nice. Blue grandma grass. The writing's starting to come off, so I have to kind of figure that one. Bunny tail and Chinese silver grass. I don't think there's anything wrong with a decorative grass, and I think there's some places that we could use something like that in the yard, so I'm gonna try it out and see. But that's it for flowers, all of them. I hope that you enjoyed this video, even though I was a little bit all over the place. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But next week I am coming back with a video on what we have decided has made the cut for our direct sow seeds in our garden beds. So come and check that out, and I will see you then. Y'all have a good one.